Welcome to Mishnah study Masechet Sanhedrin Perek Tet Mishnah Bet. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss the need in order to be Hayab Mitah. You need to have the intent to kill. So Nitkaben Harog et Abema, a person intended to kill an animal. Varag et Adam, he ended up killing a person. Lanochri, right? He intended to go and end up killing Varag ben Israel and killing Israel. Nefalim, right? A Nefel is a child who's born within the first 30 days. It's not necessarily, we're not necessarily sure that child will live or not. If someone kills someone like this, he's not Hayab Mitah. But he ended up killing Varag ben Kayama. He ended up killing a full-grown person, right? Patur. He is patur, right? All these cases get patur again because you need the intent to kill. Itkaven lakoto al monav. A person intended to hit him in his loins. You can just it's a punch, lower rib cage. And there wasn't enough to kill. That punch wasn't enough to kill him if he really hit him in his loins. And he ended up hitting his chest. He ended up hitting his heart. And there was enough of a punch in order to kill him from a punch to the chest. He ended up dying. So over here, he didn't. The punch that he threw, he wasn't intending to kill with, and it wasn't strong enough to kill with. So we'll see these cases are all going to be patur. Next case is he intended to punch him in his chest and his heart, and there would have been enough to kill him if he hit him in the heart. He ended up hitting him in his loins, and there wasn't enough to kill him, and from the hit to the loins. But even so, he died. Okay, this case is also going to be patur. He wanted to hit an older person. There wasn't enough to hit, a full-grown person. It wasn't enough to kill a full-grown person. Right? His punch went and hit a minor, a child. And it was enough to kill the child, and that child died. Again, he didn't intend, right, to kill that child. He intended to kill a child. There's enough of a hit to kill the child. And he ended up going and hitting an older person, a full-grown person. And what should not have been enough in order to kill a regular person, and that regular person died. Patur. All these four cases, he is patur. Again, because you need to have the intent to kill, and you need to have the it should be able to kill, right, with the strength, the power that you're using. Aval, right? But nitkaven lakoto al monav. He wanted to hit him, right, in his loins. And there would have been enough. Kill him in his loins if he hit him in his loins. And he ended up hitting him in his chest. Okay. Now there's enough of a punch if you would have hit him in his loins to would have killed him. Okay. So now he hit him in his chest, which you would need even less strength, right? And he ended up dying. In that case, he'd be hayav. Right? If we were intended to hit, right, to kill an older person or full-grown person, and there was enough of a strike in order to kill this person, right, a regular full-grown person. He ended up hitting a younger child, and that child died again. So there was enough. He intended to kill, and there was enough power in order to kill who he was aiming to kill, and he ended up killing someone who's he'd be hayab mitah for. Hayab. All these cases are going to be hayab. Rabbi Shimon argues, okay, even if he intended to kill him and he ended up killing him, he intended to kill one, and he ended up killing the other, he's going to be patur. So what's Rabbi Shimon arguing on? Right, at first glance, it sounds like he's arguing the last part of the Mishnah. Right, even that will be patur. Harambam points out that Rabbi Shimon is arguing on the first part of our Mishnah. If you look back at the first part of our Mishnah, we opened up where if a person intended to kill an animal and he ended up killing a person, what can we infer from here? Right? It sounds from here that if he intended to kill a person and he ended up killing another person, he would be hayav. Comes to Rabbi Shimon, and he argues in that, and he says, no, even if a person intended to kill one person and he killed another person, he would be hayav. So he would be patur, right? Even if he intended to kill He's arguing, right? If a person intended to kill one person, end up killing another person, he would be patur. So, he's technically, yes, he is arguing on the last part of the Mishnah, right? But it's not going back on the case where if he intended to hit a person in his loins, right? And you end up hitting in his heart, over there, Rabbi Shimon would agree that he's hayav, right? That's why we can't say it's going back on really just on the last piece of the Mishnah and the whole Mishnah, right? It's only going back on the portion of, if a person intended to kill one person, he ended up killing another person, he would be patur, and halacha is like Rabbi Shimon, that you have to intend to kill, that person in order to be hayav mita.